according to these reports coming out of the Times of London, based on secret notes of one of these participants that were involved with this, they're saying that Vladimir Putin is prepared to engage in nuclear war to keep the U.S. and NATO out of the backyard. Now, we've heard this before. We heard all the talk, like when he went missing, MIA, everyone was freaking out, where'd he go? Well, the Sunday before he came back into the public spotlight, they aired this documentary over Crimea. And then immediately the next day he came out and they were talking about that documentary, and he had stated that he had contemplated the use of nuclear weapons over Crimea. That was the first mention out of his mouth of nukes specifically being used to defend Crimea. Then they mentioned moving nukes there and stationing them there. You see, this is the thing. Crimea is now in the possession, obviously, of Russia. NATO obviously is conducting all these war games, ramping up with all these troops, all these countries surrounding little old Crimea. And Vladimir Putin is basically stating this. If they try to wrestle it away from them, if they make any attempt to come onto that land and take it away from Russia, they will use nuclear force as a response. So, whatever it takes, they say, whatever's necessary, including launching nuclear weapons to maintain control. Now, is it just hot air? Is it just Vladimir Putin talking smack, being Mr. Macho Man? Or is he serious in many aspects? Now, the reason I say that is because you can go back to the Chinese river pick. The fact that this whole thing over Ukraine and Crimea was known about over a decade or more ago. And that NATO is not going to stop. What do you do when you get all your equipment? You get all your soldiers all the way up in here to these countries. Do you just keep riding them back and forth? No. They can keep conducting these drills, but at some point, they're going to break out of these drills, is my thing. And that point is the game changer. It's at that point where Russia is asserting they will use nuclear weapons. On what? Yet to be seen. If they would do it. He said, is he full of hot air? Is it just a bluff, a tough guy? Bluff? Many say not. They got the weapons. They're not just going to sit there after taking that land and let it be wrestled away. Not unless they're getting something huge in return here on this world stage. I'll leave links. This has been Dabu7. Peace.